In the last video, we uncovered something deeply unsettling. Scientists believe gamma-ray bursts may have already caused mass extinctions on Earth. But that raises an even more uncomfortable question. What about now? Are there stars in our galaxy capable of producing one of these cosmic death beams today? And if one were aimed at Earth, would we even stand a chance? Let's find out. The danger today. So the question becomes, could it happen again? The short answer is yes. The long answer is more complicated, but not by much. Gamma-ray bursts come from two sources. The first is the death of massive stars. These are called long bursts. They last anywhere from 2 seconds to several minutes. They happen in galaxies like ours, but they're rare. Maybe once every million years per galaxy. The second source is even more violent. When two neutron stars, the collapsed cores of dead stars, spiral together and merge, they create a short, gamma-ray burst. These last less than 2 seconds but are just as deadly. Here's what keeps astronomers monitoring the skies. There's a star system called WR104, about 8,000 light-years from Earth. It's a Wolf-Rayet star, exactly the type that produces gamma-ray bursts. And here's the concerning part. Its rotation axis appears to be pointed roughly in our direction. If WR104 goes supernova and produces a gamma-ray burst, and if that beam is pointed at us, we're in the crosshairs. Scientists debate exactly how aligned it is. The margin of error in the measurements means it could be safely off-axis. Or it could be pointing directly at Earth. We won't know until it happens. The boat event. On October 9, 2022, astronomers detected the brightest gamma-ray burst ever recorded. They called it the boat, the brightest of all time. Officially, it's designated GRB 221009A. This thing was so bright it saturated every gamma-ray detector in space. It came from a galaxy nearly 2 billion light-years away. And yet, for a few seconds, it was bright enough to be detected by amateur astronomers with backyard telescopes. 2 billion light-years. And it still messed with our instruments. If that burst had been in our galaxy, if it had been 10,000 light-years away instead of 2 billion, we wouldn't be having this conversation. There wouldn't be anyone left to have it. Probability and perspective. So how likely is this? Really? Astronomers have done the math. For a gamma-ray burst to threaten Earth, it needs to happen within about 10,000 light-years. And its beam needs to be pointed directly at us. Based on how often these events happen, the odds are about 1 in a million per year. That sounds reassuring. But over geological time, over the billions of years life has existed on Earth, those odds add up. Some scientists estimate that gamma-ray bursts have caused mass extinctions multiple times in Earth's history. Maybe the Ordovician extinction. Maybe others we haven't identified yet. What we can and cannot do. If we detected a star about to produce a gamma-ray burst aimed at Earth, could we do anything? No. There's no technology we possess or could plausibly develop that would protect us. You can't deflect a gamma-ray burst. You can't outrun it. You can't hide from it. Gamma rays penetrate everything. The only possible refuge would be deep underground. Subsurface colonies. Ocean trenches. Places where miles of rock or water could absorb the radiation. But even then, you'd eventually have to surface. And when you did, you'd find a dead world. The perspective shift. There's something strangely humbling about all of this. We spend so much time worrying about the things we can control: the economy, politics, relationships, our careers. We build civilizations, write books, fall in love, raise children. We act as if our world is permanent. As if tomorrow is guaranteed. But the universe doesn't care about our plans. It doesn't care about our borders or our beliefs or our sense of importance. Out there, in the darkness between stars, forces are gathering that could erase everything we've ever known in the time it takes to blink. A gamma-ray burst could be on its way right now, traveling at the speed of light. We wouldn't know until it arrived. There would be no warning. No time to say goodbye. No chance to appreciate, in our final moments, the fragile miracle of existence. Maybe that's the hardest truth to accept. The universe is not designed around us. It doesn't pause for our ambitions, our civilizations, or our plans for tomorrow. Somewhere out there, forces exist that could erase humanity in an instant, and we would never even see them coming. But strangely, that realization doesn't only make life feel fragile. It makes life feel valuable. Because if existence can disappear that easily, then every ordinary moment becomes extraordinary. And in the final part of this series, we'll explore what that means. Not just scientifically, but humanly. Why do we keep watching the skies if we know we can't stop what's out there? What does survival really mean in a universe this dangerous? And why, despite everything, is the existence of life still one of the greatest miracles we know?